This here recapping predicting the World Junior Championship, U18 Women's World, the Men's World Championship, Women's World Championship, U18 Men's World Championship. What is happening?
It is by far one of the dumbest things I have ever seen.
Prepare to die. Figured it was better safe than sorry.
Scores! Nathan McKinnon scores for Canada.
Your home for international hockey. This is On the Fly.
And good morning, everybody, and welcome back to On the Fly, your home for international hockey. We are back today for the game that we didn't really want to be back for, the bronze medal game today between Canada and Norway. As well, we'll be live later on tonight for Finland and Switzerland, coming up at 2:20 p.m. Eastern Time. That'll be at 8:20 p.m. Central European and 9:20 Eastern European Time. So stay tuned for that coverage. Today should be a good one. You have this Norwegian team who's been a thorn in the side of some of the best teams at this tournament. I'm very excited to see what ends up kind of shaking out to be here for the Canadians. They will be favorites in this game, right? And I mean, that's not really in question, but we've seen them struggle a little bit, especially early on in this tournament, against some of the weaker teams early in games. Now for Canada, if they start slow in this one too, they likely will end up losing today's game. But if they can play good structured hockey, they will be all right. And I think in the end, I do expect Canada to kind of learn their lessons from the preliminary round and not allow a team like Norway to kind of sneak their way back into games. I mean, we'll see, right? We'll see how it kind of shakes out to be, but it will be interesting. And I mean, you think about this playoff run to this point, it's been an interesting tournament for both of these teams, really. For Canada, they kind of fluked their way through the preliminary round. They have a couple games that I'd say they wouldn't be so happy with, but still, they walk out with the victory. And this team showed that they were going to be able to win hockey games that really they weren't supposed to. And that, for me, was a big adjustment from what we've seen from tournaments past. And then the playoffs kind of roll around, and it seems to be the same old mistakes we've seen really all tournament long. But this game in particular for Norway is a huge opportunity for them. Their chance to win their first ever medal. They're going to come out flying in this opening period. And for Canada, if they still are in the past thinking about yesterday's loss to the Finns, they're going to lose this game pretty badly. And so we'll see. Right, we'll see how it ends up shaking out today. It will be a competitive game for sure, but it does make you wonder a little bit who ends up pulling through with this game, because it is a really tight game here, and I'm honestly not sure which way it'll flow. I think, as far as my prediction goes, I think I put 4-1. I took 4-1 for Canada, but really it could be a Norwegian win as well. That wouldn't surprise me at all, especially at this point in the tournament. Given that Canada's already lost their big game and now they're playing for bronze, we saw a relatively uninspired effort back in 2024. And I mean, that was a terrible performance. So it wouldn't surprise me to see the Canadians do something similar today. Obviously, there is still a little bit of national pride on the line, but after yesterday's performance, I wouldn't say there's all that much of it, to be completely honest. As we are checking in on some of our score predictions, if you have not already, be sure to go vote in our poll, hit the like button, as well as drop your score prediction in our chat today. We have a few score predictions already. We have a 2-1 for Norway early on, 7-1 for Canada, 5-0 for Canada, 2-1 for Norway in overtime. Sounds very demoralizing to you. I'm sorry. Oh no. I really hope it does. This game deserves to go to overtime again. I don't think Canada ends up winning if it goes to overtime, to be completely honest. This is going to be one of those games that Canada either kind of blows out or kind of just chokes it away, which honestly I wouldn't be surprised with either, especially at this point. As a Norwegian, I want to wish Canada good luck. I hope you lose, but I will be fine if you get the bronze. Fourth for us either way is great for sure. And honestly, I hope you guys win bronze as well. Honestly, like, for me, I don't even like the bronze medal to me isn't as important as gold. So, and that's kind of a standard Canadian way of thinking, which is bad, I guess. But uh, it is interesting to see kind of how Canadians in particular have a very bad habit of giving up after they lose out on gold. And so this bronze medal game, if it's anything like 2024, where we just saw an uninspired effort, to put it kindly, it wouldn't surprise me to see that happen again here for this for this Canadian team, because they've shown in the past they're going to do it. Yes, it's a different team. Yes, it's different coaching, but it's still Canada. Oh, and they're in their whites today. Let's change it up a little bit now that we've already lost. Why not? Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh, this team's gonna drive me up the wazoo. And we're just about to take the ice here. Both teams are saluting each other. We're just about to drop the puck. Latvia will win. It wouldn't surprise me at this point. They come back from the dead and decide to make an impact at this tournament. You never know. You do never know. And we will see what ends up happening in today's game. It should be a good one between these two teams. Currently leading in our poll, 57 votes registered. Canada in the lead, 65% to 35%. We will see, of course, how that changes as this game does go along. But there might be a little bit of screaming today, so I do apologize in advance for Canada and Norway. Canadians well expected to win this game. Norway still is a very good team, and it wouldn't surprise me to see an upset here just because it's Norway in a bronze medal game against Canada. There's a lot going for Norway here, but we'll see how it kind of shapes out to be. Jet Greaves in net for Team Canada, running off the back-to-back from yesterday. 4-2 Norway as well. Interesting. Seems like a pretty hot-to-trot Norwegian crowd today. Hochland in net for Team Norway. Celebrini line will start on the ice for Canada. Newly added to that top line will be Porter Martone, trying to shake it up a little bit. Dylan Cousins, the main guy, has played alongside Celebrini and Crosby before them. Koblar lines up against Celebrini in the face-off dot. And the puck is dropped, and we are underway as Canada wins the opening face-off draw of the game, and Darnell Nurse already loses the puck. That was quick. Puck gets rimmed around to Martone. Martone gets taken down there. Awkward play. There will be a penalty upcoming as Martone is currently down. There's a scrum after the whistle here. Martone visibly shaken up. What happened here? Oh, high stick. Oh, right on the side of the head, too. Canada will head to the first power play of this game, where they'll look to try and get on the board early here today. Canada will head to the power play. We'll see if they can get on the board first. In this bronze medal game between Norway and Canada, winner will take home the bronze. Loser will walk away with nothing at this tournament. Hopefully we'll see a shorthanded goal. Don't get me going. Please, no. See, I was hoping to be able to save my voice for the second stream of today, but we'll see. Crosby slides it back down to Celebrini. Celebrini with the puck. Throws it back to the top to Riley. Riley feeds it across over to Shifley. Riley over to Celebrini. Celebrini cross ice to Crosby shot. Good glove save there by Oakland. And a good one at that. Game remains tied. Canada still on the power play. If you are new here, please do smash the like button and hit subscribe. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So please, 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 if you have not already, do smash that subscribe button. Helps the channel out a ton. Riley with the puck. Feeds it over to Scheifele. Scheifele down low to Crosby. Back over to Scheifele. Scheifele wanders in. Shot. Misses wide of the net. Celebrini with it now. Throws it back to the point to Riley. Riley. Back to Scheifele. Back to Riley. Riley slides it over Celebrini's shot. Through traffic. Hits off the post and misses wide. Scheifele with the puck again. Works in. Throws it down low to Crosby. Crosby with it. Over to Scheifele. Scheifele waits. Throws it back up to the point to Riley. Riley over to Scheifele. Scheifele curls, drags, shoots. Oakland with a nice stop there. Celebrini with it. Up to Riley. Riley over to Celebrini. Shot, looking for traffic in front. Couldn't find the deflection. Scheifele with it now. Throws it down to Crosby. Scheifele back up to the point to Riley. Riley over to Scheifele. Scheifele cross seam. Tries to find Celebrini. Puck gets broken up. And they'll move over. Velarde tries to get it there. That puck will be clear the length of the ice. 30 seconds left to go now in the Canadian power play. 18:10 left to go in this first period. Puck gets moved up. Slides it over to Holloway. Flipped up high. Greaves. Drops it off to Matejchuk. Then to Matejchuk now with the puck for Canada. Slides it on over. Thomas back to Matejchuk. Shot. Puck comes loose. Thomas, first one on it for the Canadians. Drops off to Matejchuk. Over to Holloway. That'll do it for the Canadian power play. To Holloway. Over to Thomas. Thomas to the line. Tries to get to Matejchuk. Stick implodes on him as he takes the slap shot. Puck stays in, though, for the Canadian team. Dickinson gives the puck away. But the Canadians retain possession and keep it in. Puck comes rimmed around. Wotherspoon ties up there in the corner. Salston fire it back around. Johannesson now for Team Norway. Slides it over to Krodahl. Krodahl throws it into his own bench area. No call coming, though. Finney with the puck. Slides it on around. Krodahl will flip it up, but kept in there by Finney. Some good pressure here by the Canadian team early on in this game. Puck comes up. Connor Brown moves it forward. Puck flipped up and hits off the glass. Looks like that might have went straight out of play. Oh, and a weird spinorama pass there. Nearly finds its way onto the two Norwegian sticks coming straight down the ice. Oh, and a turnover in front of their own net. Who's on the ice right now? I think that's Matejchuk. Or is it Dickinson? It's Dickinson. I don't know what Dickinson is doing this shift. He's made two terrible passes so far. All on one shift, too. It's actually incredible. Thank you for subscribing. Cousins works up to the point to Nurse. Shot from long distance. Turned away. To O'Reilly. O'Reilly back to the point to Nurse. Nurse slides it on over. Finney back over to Tavares. Tavares slings it down into the corner. And Norway now will start to break back up ice. Stretch pass. Shot! Oh my goodness. Good save there by Greaves. The defenseman Huro there jumps into the rush. Had to check my sheet there for a second. Was confused why a defenseman was up in that rush. Slides it over. All alone shot. Ulstrom Salston there. Good opportunity, but could not bury it. Another chance. Turned away by Greaves. Another shot. Tipped in front. This fourth line, or so-called fourth line for this Norwegian team, is so good. Steen slides it over Ulstrom Salston. Shot. Greaves able to make that save there. Fights it off. Berglund. Over to Ulstrom Salston again. Shot. Rebounds loose. Steen trying to get to it. But the puck will be chipped out. And Crosby now for Canada will work in. He'll fire it across. Hits his guy in Martone, streaking up the wing. Passes it over to Johannesson. Johannesson passes it forward. Puck will be shot all the way down the ice to DeMello. DeMello passes it over to Riley. Riley will start to work up. That's offside. If I've ever seen offside. Stretch pass will be ruled offside. And this puck will come all the way back down into the Canadian end. What do we got here? Well, that's not the way to start it for Norway. Not a great start, but they've definitely picked it up in these last couple minutes. Greaves has been pretty good so far. I will say that much. Prediction, both teams will have 30-plus shots on goal tonight. I'm not sure Norway will, to be honest. I think Norway's going to get a lot of very selective chances where if they're gonna bury on a few of them. But I don't know about the high shot count because 30 shots is a fair number of shots. I just don't see Norway getting that. Koblar. Celebrini. Celebrini flips it in. As Wotherspoon now slides it over to Matejchuk. Scheifele works in, whiffs on the shot. Scheifele still with the puck now. Collects it, goes for a little skate. Scheifele tries to drop it off to Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon moves away from his post. Not exactly the start you want to see today from Canada. Holloway flips it down. Moves it on over. Greaves. Puck comes loose. And Norway scores. Jet Greaves gives the puck away. And Pettersson, for Norway, gets them on the board. Norway 1. Canada 0. Emilio Pettersson with the goal. And Canada's actually about to lose this game to Norway. Jet Greaves, with one of the worst plays of this entire tournament, puts the puck directly onto his stick and he puts it into the empty net. What is happening? Ah! Oh my God. They're actually going to lose today. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. Tavares works in. Shot. Oh, saved by Oakland. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, what a play by Jet Greaves. Just gives the puck and he puts it in. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh. 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 Oh my gosh. That is excellent. Shot from long distance, rebounds loose, puck comes out, and Norway now will break back in. Oh, that is awesome. Castastool with the assist there. Oh, Emilio Pettersson gets on the board earlier. Velarde slides it over, shot from long distance from Nurse, turned away. Oh. I don't even know if I should laugh or not. I can't even watch the game. Oh my gosh. Another prime opportunity there. Salston had a great look. Unmarked again. And another Canadian breakdown on defense. Like, it's funny because like yesterday we had a lot of choice words for this team, right? And I'll be honest and say that they were warranted. Today it's like, is it really worth even yelling at them? Because you know the end result before you walk into this. Canada's going to find a way to blow this. Oh, I should probably switch up the score too. That could be helpful. Norway's on the board here against Canada early, 1-0 your score. Oh, what is happening today? It's gonna be one of these days. It's actually gonna be one of these days, isn't it? Oh. Oh my goodness. You'd think you'd at least try and play the puck. But no, here you go. Here's my stick. I will take it away now. It's all yours. Oh, that's great. Oh, what an absolute gift of a goal. Oh, lovely. Just so lovely. Ah, it's actually tremendous. Like, I don't think you can even make this up anymore. That's why it's the stuff of scripture. It's so bad, but it's so funny. Celebrini takes a high stick off the face-off draw. Shot from long distance. Looking for the rebound. We'll get one. Martone slides it out over to Crosby now. Norway slaps Canada 6-0. It wouldn't surprise me. Grodal with it. Feeds it around. Imagine Canada not getting a medal. I could, because they've done it the last 3 years. Taken down. Martone with it. Passes it over. Tries it Celebrini. Won't be able to get there. Cast stool. As the TSN feed has just cut. And so we're going to be living in the dark here for a second. There we go. Koblar slides it over. No! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is happening today with this Canadian team? This feels like that second period all over again against against Finland. They just every single thing they did was just wrong. It was just wrong. Holloway moves up now. Over to Thomas. Thomas flips it down. Scheifele chases Olstby. Puck starts to come out. And a poke check there. Scheifele left all alone on a kick save there by Oakland. Scheifele just ran out of room. Completely unmarked in front of that net. Olstby tries to feed it over. Takes it now. Flip it up. And that puck will come into neutral ice. Canadians back to get it to Mello. Slides it up to Scheifele. Scheifele walks over the line over to Thomas. Thomas looking at the back feed. Oakland able to make that stop. 10:23 left to go in this first period. Norway beating Canada 1-0. I don't like this. Back to not liking it now. And geez, Jet Greaves, this tournament has been so inconsistent, we'll say. Camera on the Norwegian broadcast is messed up. We are stuck with a corner camera for the right now. Wotherspoon shot. Misses way wide of the net. Anyone else experiencing this? Not in the Canada feed, but I'm sure our fellow Norwegians who are in this chat probably kind of same in Finland. I guess this must be the European feed, which apparently is 2 minutes faster, is what someone was saying yesterday, which is really a minute, but it's, I find that so funny that there's a full minute difference between, slides it over, Matejchuk shot from long distance, blockered away, Cousins with it, Cousins throws on the brakes, feeds it down over to Tavares, and the Canadians will try and work it in. Wotherspoon with it. Feeds it over to O'Reilly, who tries a spin shot. Throws it around to Cousins. Cousins drops off to O'Reilly, over to Tavares. Back to O'Reilly's shot. Misses wide of the net. That puck will come all the way back into the Canadian end. Canadians with a good response so far here. Clearly trying to learn from their mistakes just a few days ago. Over to Nurse. Hangover day of the director. Puck comes loose. Brown shot. And that was another weird goaltender play there. Shots on goal through this first period, 11-6 in favor of Canada. Tries to force feed it in. And whoever said a little bit earlier, it might have been Johnny, who said 30 shots on goal between both teams. It wouldn't surprise me. Another fun stat for today so far. So far in the face-off dot, 9-0 in favor of the Canadians. Hurro there. Hurro's been jumping up into the play a lot more for this Norwegian team. I've liked it. Brandon Nygård now fires it down in the corner. First on it is Martinson. Martinson gets tied up with Koblar. Koblar will dish it back to his point guy. Loses it. Canada now works back up. Nurse with it. Nurse over to Martone. Martone gives it over to Crosby. Crosby gets boarded in. And Sidney Crosby goes down. That's going to draw a crowd as Crosby down holding his knee. Seems to be okay. And Canada will head to the power play, where they will look to try and get themselves tied in this one. We get a taste of the cheap seat. Crosby down, yeah. Crosby looked down. I would assume he'll be okay. I don't think it's going to be that much of an issue, but we'll see. If you are new here, please do smash the like button, hit subscribe. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers here on YouTube as we head into a power break. We will, as always, on our power break, check in on our poll numbers. Currently, 142 votes registered. 52% of people say Canada will end up pulling through with the victory. 48% say Norway. That number has gotten significantly closer since Norway's first goal of this game. We'll see who ends up pulling through with the victory today. Andreas Martinson is a beast. Love watching him in Colorado Avs for a few years ago. It's a boarding call. Crosby gets kind of awkwardly collided in there. Looks like his knee just got a little bit stuck, or maybe it was his face. Whatever it was, wasn't too happy about that hit. Martinson will go to the box. Canada will now head to the power play. And we'll see whether or not they can get this job done. Celebrini in that face-off dot. Celebrini, Velarde, Scheifele, Crosby, and Riley, with Evan Bouchard out. Osham Salston in the face-off dot for Team Norway. Canada wins another face-off draw. Slides it over to Riley. Back up, over to Celebrini. Celebrini walks in, shoots. Oakland with a nice shoulder save there. Scheifele with it. Over to Crosby. Crosby back to Celebrini. Shot misses wider than that. Puck will come up and out of around the boards. Riley back to get it in his own end for Canada. We'll drop it off here to Scheifele. Scheifele makes a move. Nearly gets that puck poked off him. We'll hold on to it. Crosby with it now. Works in. Crosby works it behind the net. Over to Scheifele. Scheifele turns on the corner. Shot over to Crosby, but broken up there. Puck gets cleared all the way down the length of the ice. Riley works right back in for Canada. Passes over to Celebrini. Walks it over the blue line, over to Crosby. Crosby with the puck now. Crosby walks along the blue line, shot from long distance, looking for some tips in front. Did not get one. Scheifele gets tied up down low in the corner, over to Celebrini. Celebrini works it back behind the goal line, over to Scheifele. Passes it over to Celebrini. Shot blocked up top. Back over to Scheifele now. Scheifele up to Riley. Riley over to Celebrini. Celebrini shot blocked up high. Good block shot there by Hurro. Celebrini still with the puck. Feeds it over to Riley. Riley back over to Celebrini. Celebrini works in. Shot. Rebounds loose and gloved down there by Oakland. Good stop there so far and a real good penalty kill to this point for the Norwegians. A lot of really good block shots. Not a lot got through on Oakland. A lot of good block shots there. And the Norwegian captain loving it after taking a penalty. Alstrom Salston up against O'Reilly in the face-off dot. Face-off won by Canada again. Holloway shot through traffic. Oakland with a nice stop there. 22 seconds remain on this Canadian power play. Ulstrom Salson again will line up against O'Reilly, and another face-off win for Canada. Norway still, to this point, I don't believe has won a face-off. Matejchuk nearly falls over at the blue line, holds onto the puck, slides it over to Thomas. Thomas works in, shot, looking for the tip. Will not get one. That puck will be flung the length of the ice down, and that'll do it. For the Canadian power play here, not a whole lot to show for it. As Matejchuk will work up over the line now. Denton Matejchuk throws it back to Thomas. Thomas with the puck. Feeds it back, gives it away to the Norwegians who will flip it out. Holloway, though, keeps it in at the line. Holloway with the puck. Still with it now. Throws it over to the point. Blocked up high. And they'll just fling it the length of the ice down. Canada works right back in. Not allowed. Oh, and a turnover. Right up the chute. Oh, and a great defensive stop there by Holloway to deny. This Norwegian team has been playing some very good trap neutral zone so far in this one. Made it very difficult for Canada to get much going. Finney with it. Finney tries to throw on the brakes. Misses it. Minton shoots it way forward. That puck will go the length of the ice for icing. 5:25 left to go now. In the first period, Norway still leading by a singular goal. This Canadian team is trash, strongly against Norway. Pathetic. Yep, we had quite a few words for them yesterday. So, yeah, not surprising though, especially with the way that they've played this game so far. You can't have your goaltender doing that kind of mental mistake early on in the game. That's just bad. Norwegian now work back in. Oh, and tries to feed it over to Michael Bransick-Nygård. Cannot find him, though. Again. Kobler left alone. Rebound. Cleared away by the Canadians. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Works down over to Oakland. Johannesson. Fires it around. Over to Hero. Down to Michael Bransick-Nygård. Puck comes down low to Scheifele. It's taken out. Scheifele walks straight up through his crease. Okay. Scheifele works in now with Nurse. Nurse shoots. Looking for a rebound. Chance won't find one. Koblar back to get it for the Norwegians. He will collect it behind his own net. Taken down there. No call coming, though. O'Reilly over to Tavares. Tavares over to Riley. Riley shifts it over. Over back to Riley. Riley down to Scheifele. Scheifele with it. Back to Riley. Shot from long distance. Can't quite find it through. Riley over to Tavares. Tavares with it. Holds on. Tavares. Back up to the point to Riley. Riley slides it over. Shot. Hits off the side of the net. Looked like it might have went in. Back to Riley. Passes it over. O'Reilly shot. Oakland able to make that stop. Moves it over. Back to Riley's shot. And puck comes up and caught by Oakland. We'll do another power break here. We'll check in on our chat. Oh, we do have a fair number of chats here. Oh, wow. This thing's moving faster than I can read. How do you think will McKenna be the greatest player or bust in the NHL? I think he'll be good. I don't think he'll be like people, obviously, when you're a franchise, have franchise tags associated with you. People think you're going to be this next big thing right away. I don't think he'll be that next big thing right away. I think you got to give him a couple years to get there. But he's basically just another Mitch Marner if he ends up with the Leafs. I don't know. I think the Leafs are missing Marner right now, and we've clearly seen that throughout this entire season, but them Dell League goalies. Good PK. Have you ever gone to a Canada game and left early because you felt I've had enough of this? Never. I never have, but I have done it once at a baseball game, and I regret that because they ended up coming back. Yes, Norway killed another power play. McKenna's no Celebrini, hopefully not Lafreniere. Hype tends to get out of hand these days. Norway is playing very smart. This Canada team is trash. Strongly it's more pathetic. Canada won 12 face-offs. Still no face-off wins for Norway. They already scored. Don't need the puck anymore. If Canada loses this game, we need to have some uncomfortable conversations about how bad this team is. We had that conversation yesterday on this stream, and I do agree. After this one, we'll probably have to have another. As the Norwegians now work right back in, Steen drops it off. Shot from long distance. Awkward save there by Greaves, but he'll hold on. Norway had a very strong 1 out of 3 first period yesterday against Switzerland. They visibly snapped after the third goal. Considering they're up a goal, I don't think they snapped today. I would agree. I think they're going to be really competitive. And we knew they'd be competitive, right? And I think it'll just come down to if Canada can find their groove at any point in this game. Because once they get one in, the rest of them typically come. We saw that against the Swiss yesterday too. But it's just about getting that first one, which is so difficult. It's Norwegians now work in. Shot from long distance. Greaves covers up. Steen there. Steen's been a tremendous player so far for this Norwegian team. He's been one of my favorite players to watch. He's been so good for this Norwegian squad. He'll be big today too. The Olympiad of shame. Well, you think after losing just about every single game, it's at some point you think something would shift. They haven't won a single tournament since 2025 in April. This is a Canadian national program that hasn't won anything since April of 2025, which was a full year ago. So, I don't know. Canada works back up now. Connor Brown with it. Brown drops it off, tries to slide it over to Nurse. Nurse from distance will shoot it. Misses completely wide of the net. Brown back up to the point to Nurse. Shot. That one misses wide of the net again. Over to Minton. Minton throws it over to Velarde. Velarde over to Minton. Minton slides it over. Shot from long distance blocked up high. And the Norwegians now will start to look back up ice. Shoots it in. 2:35 left to go in this first period. Canada still trails by a goal. Out shooting Norway 18-8 in this one. Solberg with it now. Seeing Solberg now work in with that. And Wotherspoon knocks Solberg off the puck. Tejchuk gets closed in on Thomas. It's getting tied up along the boards, but it will come out of the zone. Puck comes loose. Koblar with it now. Koblar passes it over. Shot. Gets flipped up. Martinson. And Connor Brown now will work in for Canada. Connor Brown gets his stick tied up. And a good play there. Works it over. Thomas shot wide of the net. Works it over. And this puck will come back into the neutral zone. Slides it over to Scheifele. Scheifele drops it back to Holloway. Holloway works around up to O'Reilly. That puck will start to get moved up. Passes it over. Vestergaard. Vesterheim, rather. .105 left to go in this first period. Canada still trails by a goal as we enter the final minute of play in this first period. O'Reilly passes it up over to Cousins. Cousins throws on the brakes, slides it over to O'Reilly. O'Reilly over to Cousins. Cousins walks in, loses the puck off his stick. Dickinson will feed it around to Ostby. Over to Steen. Steen drops it off. Ostby. Back over to Steen. Flips it up and out. Dickinson goes back to get it for the Canadians. Stretch pass now. Cousins works in. 20 seconds left on the clock. Over to Celebrini. Celebrini works around the net. Feeds it forward to Nurse, but Nurse can't get enough on it to push it home. 10 seconds left to go in this period. For Canada, just no more mistakes. Martone works in over the line. Martone back to the line to Nurse. Nurse back over to Martone. Seconds left. Shot tips up and out of play. 1 second remaining on this clock. And we will just about be ready to head into our first intermission report. A reminder, we will be answering your live questions here at the first intermission as well, taking a look at how we got to this point after what was a pretty insane day yesterday as well. So we'll talk a little bit more about those games as well, take a look ahead to what's upcoming between Finland and Switzerland in our gold medal game. Celebrini. One last chance here for the Canadian team. 1 second on the clock. Not a whole lot left. One nothing after one. Norway's coach's face color. Fairly normal. And that'll do it for our first period. Norway leads Canada 1-0. And I don't think that's... I don't know. You tell me. We said everything yesterday. I don't know. This loss isn't going to surprise me. We knew it was coming. We talked about it yesterday. We talked about it in our recap. We talked about it. No, we just talked about it those two. We haven't talked about it anymore because we thought Canada might be contending for gold this year. But realistically, the care level for Canada in these bronze medal games has gotten worse over the last few years. And outside of even the World Juniors campaign, which I'd say that one was pretty bad itself. Anyway. Should have brought Wyatt Johnson, Connor Bedard, Matthew Schaefer, Jacob Chikrin, and Thomas Harley. Do those players even want to go? Because that's the other issue, right? Is it's great that Canada has these players that could have went, but most of them just weren't going to go. And we saw that with Bedard. We saw that with Schaefer as well. So, we'll see. We'll see how it kind of shakes out. But Canada's currently trails 1-0 as we head into our first intermission report here. It's been a game for Canada so far. They haven't exactly looked all that great, but they've had their looks, right? And for those who like their shots, it was a blowout shot period for Team Canada. As I'm trying to pull the stats up, 18-9 were your shots after the first period. In a period that I would say Canada didn't exactly play their best game in either. You look at that one goal, Emilio Pettersson from Christian Kastesul, who scores for the Norwegians because Jack Greaves decides to play the puck. He misses the puck, and then they end up scoring. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say that's going to be different than what I said. Yes, in some ways, I want to just take yesterday's live stream, plug it directly into this one. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? It's all the same thing as yesterday. And I still don't have a voice because we were yelling yesterday. And this is why we don't yell on this channel, because then I lose my voice really quickly. Oh, my goodness. It's terrible. It's actually terrible. But it's now I really wish I would have just cut up that. Because I was going to cut up our live stream from yesterday and just throw it into this video and let that be our first intermission report, because it was probably going to be the exact same thing. But, oh my goodness. Norway leads Canada 1-0 after the first period of play. And, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of new things to say about this game because it's basically the exact same thing as yesterday. You have mental mistakes that cost you. You don't have enough firepower to get yourself back into the game. And yes, don't get me wrong, Canada's about to come out in the second period and just completely laugh at us, right? This is the issue this is one of the things I really dislike about the Canadian team this year in particular, because they don't play all that well through the first period, maybe 2 periods of the game. But I don't even know anymore. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's actually you start to wonder how it gets to this level. Because you think back over the last few years, right? It hasn't always been like this. And in fact, it's been testy, but they haven't been able to find it over these last few years. The years prior to that, they were great, right? They were gold medal every single year. We may actually make this a podcast topic not so long ago. I should just put this in our first intermission as well. But, I mean, every year now, we start to get to this point where it's, okay, is Canada going to find their way back in this tournament? And the answer is always no. It's always no now. Before it was, okay, they lost a game, so what? We know they're going to bounce back. Now it's quite literally, we don't think they're going to, which is hilarious. And it's not even like their teams are all that bad. It's the fact that you look at their team composition, it's comparable to teams like the Finns, teams like the Swiss. But the difference is that the Swiss and the Finns actually play with structure, and a team with structure always beats a team like Canada because Canada doesn't play with it. And we've seen it time after time, just awful. I mean, Sam Dickinson as well, that one shift, we almost started screaming there when he decided to give 2 pucks away in the span of in the span of one shift, maybe 15 seconds in his own end. He gave the puck away twice right in front of the Norwegian guy who had it right in front of the net. I don't know. And I appreciate the fact that I have to go record a recap video after this. I appreciate the fact I got to go do another live stream later on today between Finland and Switzerland for gold. And so I don't want to yell in this first intermission. Second intermission, the yells might come out. But first intermission, we'll say it was a crummy period for the Canadians and leave it at that. So I think that's a pretty good place to leave it. We will answer your live questions now. I see we have a whole lot of them as they've been flowing through this chat. We'll kind of check back in here. Yay, Norway won a period in the bronze medal. Loving it. I'll take it. And honestly, they were a really good team. They played the exact game they needed to today to start this one, at least. We'll see if they can keep that going. But it is quite entertaining. But we'll see. Norway definitely stronger. How can Norway lose this bad to the Swiss but are in front against the Canadians? Because the Swiss are a better team than Canada. We said it at the start of this tournament, right? There are 2 teams at this tournament who are 1 and 2. It's Finland and Switzerland. Your third place team is Canada, and then the rest of the teams kind of flow pretty far down from there. I wouldn't necessarily say that has not come true at this tournament, right? You have the Finns and the Swiss, the 2 teams who I'd say were always going to be 1 and 2. The issue was that the Finns and the Swiss, in our prediction, the reason why we didn't have them playing and the reason why they didn't end up 1 and 2 in our general standings is because they were kind of ranked, because the way that the playoff structure worked, it just didn't work out, and they ended up playing each other in the semis, and that was one of the issues with it, but it is what it is. But, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't surprise me here that the Norwegians, once again, because remember, we did just see this in the preliminary round, that the Norwegians are in a tight game with this Canadian team through the first period. Someone mentioned that the Swedish league top 100 is like filled with young Norway players. Probably. And you think about the Norwegian team as well. Like, their young talent has been getting better and better as these years have gone on, right? And their World Junior program is coming back up to the top division for next year. We'll see what they can do. Norway's always been a team who's just been collecting kind of surprise upsets along the way. Their under-18 program has avoided relegation over the last 3 years. They've been really good at that tournament. But it's all about winning the game that matters, and we saw that with Norway. And that's just what they do. Not exactly a question related to this, but as someone new to your channel, what kind of content do you generally cover outside of the Worlds and the Olympics? We cover everything IIHF hockey, so that means we cover the World Juniors, the men's and women's under-18 tournaments, the men's and women's World Championship tournaments, and then the Olympic Games every 4 years as well. We're starting to look, and we also do the lower divisions for each of those respective tournaments as well through our short-form content. And then we do our kind of full coverage for these top division tournaments. We do our long form videos. Our short forms are just for those lower division tournaments, and that's what we do. We also have our On the Fly International Hockey podcast, which we will be doing some point this week. I haven't figured out the exact date for that yet. We are going to talk very extensively on this tournament as well as the semi-annual or the annual congressional conference for the Iihf, which has been happening over the last few days. A lot of news has come out about that, especially around Belarus, Russia, as well. There's been some announcements for locations for host states, as well as promotion annulments as Switzerland. With Belarus coming back into the U18 division, it means that every single team who was in Belarus's division now gets bumped down a notch. And so because of that, there is no promotion from any of the U18 tournaments this year, which is really disappointing to see, just because you'd think that they might allow promotion and, I don't know, make it an 11-team tournament because they did earn their promotion. But unfortunately, just that won't be the case. So I believe demotion will still happen, or relegation will still happen, and everyone kind of moves down. Oh, and the other big news was that there's a whole bunch of new Division 4 tournaments as well. And so once again, we'll talk more about that over the next couple days. I'm hoping to get it done tomorrow. It might end up shifting to either a Tuesday or a Wednesday, but we will be rolling out with our On the Fly International Hockey podcast over the next few days. So stay tuned. Lots of content coming out over the off season now. We'll kind of shift into our off season coverage. We'll once again be doing our team recaps. We didn't get too far into that last year, but want to do a lot more of that this year, and so stay tuned for that. That one will be quite a bit of content as well, which will be shaping out throughout this week. So just keep an eye out. Lots and lots of content well on its way. What else do we have here? Because sports is unpredictable. That's why we love it. Absolutely. What else do we have? My chat is freezing. There's so many comments. Where are we here? There we go. Greetings from the Swiss Life Arena in Zurich. I hope you're enjoying yourself from there. The Swiss played excellent. That's why they sure did. Which is better these days, SHL or Swiss League? I personally think the Swedish Hockey League is still the better league, although the Swiss League is so comparable that honestly I'd say it's one of the two. You could really pick your poison, either which way you really want to call it. Swiss played excellent. That's why. Which is better? At least we beat the Yankees 4-0. I guess that's consolation in of itself, but still unfortunate. What the heck is going on there? Which would such a loss be more painful than the one against Denmark last year? Less in your point of view? I would say the one against Denmark last year hurt more because it was quarterfinals and they lose to Norway. I mean, bronze medal for me isn't as important as the chance for gold. And so when you lose in the quarters, you don't get a chance to play for gold. And so for me, that's worse. Canadians making it onto the semifinals, I'd say the semifinal loss for me was more harmful. Even though they weren't expected to win, was more harmful to me than this game would be, even if they lose. Because, I mean, the bronze medal would be nice, but it's like, it's a bronze medal. Like, it's not gold. So, once again, not too worried about it. I'm currently looking at cows who are all dressed up. This is quite entertaining. Only in Switzerland. What is happening? Sorry. Yeah, me too. Norway looks like the Swiss team a few years ago. If they stay solidaric and shot blocking and back checking, they surely must have a shot today. And then the Norwegians are a very good team, and like this isn't new. They've been good for most of this tournament. And really, so I'll be honest. And so you can go rewatch our recap or our preview video for Team Norway if you really like to. One of the things we talked pretty extensively about was that we didn't know what this team was going to do. And it's great as a preview video when you say, I don't know what's going to happen with this team, Because in our intro, and this is one of my favorite intros we did for all these videos, like we do with every cold open for these videos, we quite literally said, this team can either get relegated or this team can go on a run and make the quarterfinals or beyond. And I think that perfectly summed up where this Norwegian team was going to be, because you think about it, without goaltending, this team isn't where they are right now. But also, this Norwegian team could be fighting for relegation because if they didn't have goaltending, they lose to Slovenia, if they lose to Italy, all of a sudden this tournament completely reshapes itself, and all of a sudden this Norwegian team, completely night and day difference. But Norway has shown really well at this tournament, obviously, and even in that first game, we saw pretty quickly what to expect from Norway. It's just one of those teams where it's hard to predict coming in, but they just got better and better as this tournament went along, pulled off some big upsets along the way, and now, of course, we finally see them playing for a medal and in the lead in a medal game here at this tournament. We'll see whether or not they can do so, but it will be interesting. Bring back Russia to the international hockey tournaments. They might be coming back. The issue is you're gonna start to see this, is any team with Russia or Belarus in, or any tournament with Russia or Belarus in it, teams in Europe are going to start to forfeit. And so Latvia's already said for the U18s, which is where Belarus will be in that top division for, that Latvia will not play a game against them, whether it be for relegation or for the the playoff rounds. And so if that ends up happening, I mean, you're going to start to see these forfeits be a little bit more commonplace. And with Russia now not having a reason as of this current moment, based on the IIHF, that their reason for safety and safety concerns or whatever it was that they referred to, then now we see that just got annulled. And so their ban for right now is a little bit up in arms as to kind of what is going to happen with them, because the IIHF can't provide a reason why Russia can't be in these tournaments. They will be allowed back in. And so we'll see how that situation resolves itself. I don't think Russia will be back. I think the IIHF will find a reason to exclude them just so that they can have teams like Latvia, teams like Sweden, Finland. I believe Germany as well has also said that they're not going to participate, Latvia. And so it's just part of the other issue is that you, as much as you'd love to have the best competition at all times, you also have to appreciate that there is stuff bigger than sports. And I mean, some of these countries have already made legislation against it. And so we'll see kind of how that ends up shaking out. I am wickedly behind on our comments today. We are just about to resume second period action. This thing's gone so fast. Who do I think will take gold? I think the Swiss will. I should collab with Steve Dangle. He could do the yelling for you. No kidding. I'm going to give Canada a heads up. Our weakest periods have mostly been the second period in this tournament. It's your chance to switch up the result. Well, Canada hasn't been great in the second either. They're more of a third period team. New Spark, Red Brindamore, third. Yeah. Cool. And the second period is back underway. And that'll do it here for our second intermission report. The Canadians will work in. Shot from up top. If you are new here, please do smash that like button. Vote on our poll who you think is going to pull through with the victory today. We currently have 95 people watching, only 28 likes, so please do smash that like button and subscribe. Shot covered up there by Oakland. And a little bit of extracurricular there after the whistle. This Canadian team is starting to get a little bit worrisome. I guess in Norway, hockey is a very big competition for young talent. If you look back to them, it seems like Norway would win a medal in every sport but hockey. It's true, and it's a shot from long distance, turned aside. Grodal now takes it. Puck comes back to the point to Martone. Martone cycles it down over to Celebrini. Celebrini works on in. Celebrini throws it back to the front. Crosby trying to locate that puck and skates. Shot blocked. Oh, I thought that might have been a break. Oh my goodness, Greaves. Play the puck quicker, please. Plays it forward. Puck played around over to Martone. Salston moves it forward. Thomas. Holloway. Cycles it up. Solberg with it. Solberg works in. Tries it. Vesterheim. Gets broken up. And the puck will come up and around the board. Scheifele with the puck now. Curls and drags. Backe Olsen in pursuit. Scheifele now passes over to Morgan Riley, who gives the puck away. Canadians keep it, though. Over to Scheifele. Pettersson now. The goal scorer for the Norwegians will work on in for Norway. Slides it on over. Shot from long distance. Greaves will blocker that into the corner. Backe Olsen tries to dump it into that corner. Ends up getting it taken away by the Canadians, and they'll work back up ice. Holloway up for Thomas. Thomas passes it over to Scheifele. Scheifele waits with it. Drops it off for Holloway, who works around the net. Holloway's shot hits off the side of the net. Ostby works it back. Taken down. Is that going to be a penalty? I don't have Norway. Oh, I put it in a different thing. It's over here. Norway will head to the power play here, where they'll look for the second goal of this game. Shot from long ice. Solberg will collect it back in the Norwegian end. Solberg will work in with it. Cousins loses a stick. Michael Branson-Nygård undefended, but puck comes out now. It's kept in at the line, will be ruled for offside. Play evolving there for the Canadians, but ruled offside. Martinson. DeMello. Oh. Berglund there gets taken down. Lucky there wasn't a second call there on Canada. So that puck will be flying out of play. Yeah, I think that got tipped up and out of play. Every time Canada does anything dumb in this game, I get even more worried. DeMello. They're showing now. Backe Olsen lines up against Ryan O'Reilly. Backe Olsen loses the draw. Norwegians have had a real tough time today so far in the face-off dot as that puck gets flung all the way around the boards. Auckland out to get it back behind the Norwegian net. Johannesson now will work in. Over to Wotherspoon, who will fling it up and length of the ice there. Good start for the Canadian penalty kill. Haven't allowed too much to this point. Johannesson will take the puck. Up to Vesterheim. Over to Steen. Steen cycles it in. Shot all the way down the ice. And another one for this Norwegian team, unable to get it set up really in the offensive end. They'll try it again now. Johannesson over to Steen. Steen passes over to Vesterheim. Oh, a nice cross ice there. Over to Branson-Nygård. Slides it over. Vesterheim. Shot. Blocked up high. And the Canadians now will work back in. Oh, and they had Connor Brown too. Good attempt there. 8 seconds left to go on the Norwegian power play, which should just about do it there. Steen works in. That puck will be saucered forward now. Cousins with it. Tries to feed it over to Thomas. Wasn't looking for the puck. Krodal slides it over to Vesterheim. Vesterheim. Over to Krodal. Krodal forward. Stretch pass. That will go the length of the ice for icing. 15:31 left to go now in this second period. A bit of a disappointing struggle so far for this Norwegian team on the power play. Not a whole lot generated, but it's all right. More time, which ticks off the clock. Martone over to Riley, shot from long distance, a nice block shot there. The Norwegians not afraid of blocking shots, seen that so far. Celebrini saucer passes it over to Martone, who just cannot hold on to the puck. Krodal passes it forward. Wallstrom Salston now. Dump it down deep. Riley. Riley gives the puck away again. Over to Martone. Passes it forward. Over to Ostby. Ostby moves it back towards his net. We pushed up, tipped in, and in come Norway now. Greaves at the plate again. You always get a little bit scared when Greaves goes to play the puck, especially after what happened in that first period. The only goal of this game so far. Ostby starts to shift up ice. Oh, and a knee on knee there. Ronald. And back come Canada. Shot! Oh, Dickinson. Nice opportunity. Cannot beat Auckland. Salston now will work in for the Norwegians. Martinson over to Huro. Shot from long distance. Rebound. Where is it? And covered up there by Greaves with a lot of pressure out front. I feel like Canada lost all motivation since they can't go for gold anymore. They did. And that's not, I don't think that's new. To be honest, we've seen that at the Men's World. We saw it in 2024 when we did our coverage of the playoff rounds for that tournament. Same kind of thing. Or to quote Nick, the IIHF fan, Canada being 1-6 in all time in Men's World Championship bronze medal games would also attest to that. Bakke Olsen against O'Reilly, and the Canadians win another face-off draw. Although Norway will pick up the puck. Bakke Olsen passes it over. Tavares with it. Tavares moves it over to Nurse. Nurse with the puck. Moves it forward. Nurse now throws it out front. Can't find it through. Moves it over. White Cloud to O'Reilly. O'Reilly will dump it down deep. Bakke Olsen. Shots on goal so far in this second period. 3-2 in favor of Canada. Finney works it over. Shot from long distance. Gets blocked up high. Turnover there, though. Ryan O'Reilly works it back. Shot! Oh, Finney can't find it. Good opportunity there on the turnover. Tavares over to White Cloud. White Cloud gives it over to Finney. Works in Nurse from long distance. Oakland, nice stop there. 13 minutes left to go in the second period. It's a bit of a weird play there. White Cloud will fire it down deep. Rims it around the boards. Minton first on it. Down to Connor Brown. Connor Brown behind the Norwegian net. Gives it right back. Johannesson will fire it forward. A bit of a weird play there by Wotherspoon, who now gets worked over. Norwegians trying to change right now. And Velarde will look up ice. Passes it forward to Minton. Minton over to Connor Brown. Oh, a turnover there. Back up come the Norwegians. Steen with it now. We'll flip it down deep and go and chase. And we saw this a little bit in Norway's game against Latvia, where they just collapse too much. And you can do that against weaker teams like Latvia, where they don't necessarily have the offensive capabilities. You can't really do that against a team like the Canadians. You need to keep pushing. And that's not to disparage a team like Latvia. It's just there's a difference in skill around the scoring side of things that Canada has that Norway doesn't really, or that the Latvia doesn't. So I'm not making fun of Latvian people. I want to make sure that's very well known because I know we have a lot of Latvian supporters. Oh, Tavares just puts it too far into his skates. As there's a little bit of extracurriculars there. Cameras didn't have what happened. Canada currently losing 1-0 against Team Norway. Martinson wins the face-off, draw back. Shot from long distance, covered up by Greaves. 11:48 left to go in the second period as we will head to the power break. Latvians about to come visit your house tonight. Exactly. No, it always makes me laugh because very passionate fan base out in Latvia, and we get a lot of their traffic, so it's always fun to talk with them, especially as they continue to beat Canada year after year after year after year at the World Juniors. It's been a pretty good run for them over the last little while. If you are new here, we are on the power break. Please do smash the like button and hit subscribe. Currently have 111 people watching. Only 34 people have hit that like button, so please do smash the like button. Please do smash it. As well, hit subscribe on the road to 3,000 subscribers here on YouTube. It should be quite the day today. We'll see who ends up pulling through with that victory. But we are just about to get back underway here. 1-0 your score. Norway currently leads over Team Canada. 11:48 left to go in the second period. Martinson wins the face-off, shot back, caught there by Greaves. The Norwegians with a big face-off win there. Haven't got too many of those so far in this game. Martinson lines up against Thomas here. Martinson's laughing. He's making jokes with Kobylar. I don't know what's happening here. Works it forward. Back up come Canada now. Holloway tries to feed it over. Can't. Hurro. Take the puck and flip it up. Over to DeMello. DeMello sends it over to Riley. Riley over to Thomas. Thomas works in. Thomas fires it over. Ulsby. Back to get it for Norway. No icing called. Bush will work it back. Here comes Tinus Luke Kobylar. Over to Martinson. Martinson's shot tips up and out of play. 11-11. Make a wish. Left to go in this second period. Martinson has been making faces this entire period. I don't know what's up with him. He's either having the best time of his life or the worst time, and I cannot figure out which one it is. I will say this last little push from Norway is exactly what you were hoping to see from them if you are a Norwegian supporter. They've looked back to what they were doing in that first period, which I think is very effective. Face-offs to this point, 23-5 in favor of Canada. They've won 23 of 28 on the face-off dot today. Solberg will fire it around. Johannesson works it forward. Ronhild works in, shot, tips up and out of play. Oh, yeah, that will be ruled out. As Nurse comes together there with Ronhild. No call, though. Ronhild had a pretty healthy two-handed chop at Nurse there. So they're chatting it up with the official. Works it over. Shot from long distance. A lot of traffic out front, and that'll be a penalty upcoming against the Norwegians for goaltender interference. Canada will go to the power play here, looking to try and tie this one at 1. Norwegian head coach not too happy about that. Goaltender interference, the call. And Canada will head to the power play. What is Giannoni doing this year? Why does he have a 9.725 save percentage in the world? Well, I mean, he's always been a top-notch goaltender on the international side. I know it makes me laugh because this year we were talking with some people from Switzerland earlier in the tournament about when we said that Giannoni would be the clear-cut starter for the Swiss team. And they're like, no, he's been terrible all year. I was like, yeah, you haven't seen him in an international jersey quite yet. Because whenever Giannoni gets into the international, whenever he's wearing the Swiss colors, it's a night and day difference. He is like a top-notch player. So, not terribly surprised. Celebrini works in. Over to Crosby. Crosby with the puck. Slides it back up to the point to Riley. Riley with the puck. Fires it down to Celebrini. Celebrini will walk with it. Waits. Throws it over to Scheifele. Curls. Drags. Shoots. Blocks up high. Marnson tries to get it out, but can't. Riley keeps it in. Over to Celebrini. Celebrini back over to Riley. Riley with the puck. Morgan Riley passes it over to Scheifele. Scheifele walks in, looking for the backdoor feed to Crosby. Cannot hit him. Celebrini over to Riley. Riley shot from long distance, blocked up high, and Martinson will clear it the length of the ice. Moves it over. Over to Crosby. Crosby to Scheifele. Shot. Misses wide of the net. Velarde over to Crosby. Crosby to Scheifele. Shot. And a little bit of a defensive breakdown there from the Norwegians. Celebrini now. Over to Crosby. Moves it back up to the point over to Riley. Over to Scheifele. Scheifele walks in with it. Throws it back over to Riley. To Celebrini. Shot. Misses wide of the net. Scheifele again. Over to Riley. Back to Celebrini. Backdoor feed. Nearly sneaks into the net. Crosby. Back over to Scheifele. 15 seconds left to go on the power play. Celebrini feeds it over. Tries to hit Crosby in the slot. Another wasted opportunity for the Canadians. Another power play come and gone. It's Norway now. Start to try and generate some of their offense and some momentum from that one. Expected goals to this point, 1.97 for Canada, 1.07 for Norway. Ostby. Over to Brown. Brown works in. Oh, and tries to feed and find Minton, but Steen comes flying back there. Norway now will work back in. Fires it around. Back up to the point, but no one there. Finney now with the puck for Canada. Emmett Finney tries to work in. A nice block stop there by Solberg. Good defensive positioning. Up come Norway. Branson Nygård with a nice play there at the line. Solberg shot, scores. Holy crikey. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? actually gonna lose. I can't believe this. I actually can't believe this. He kicks it into his own net. He kicks it into his own net. White Cloud kicks it into his own net. And Canada trails 2-0. Canada trails 2-0 against Team Norway. It's not the right word for it. Norway's actually about to pull this off. And don't get me wrong. We talked about this game potentially happening, right? In a rematch game for a medal. This Canadian team, again, and I mean again, continues to be awful. Continues to be embarrassing. Pathetic. And a penalty upcoming to the Canadians. Are you kidding me? What are you doing? Oh my God. Oh no. Oh, this is going to be so bad. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. They're going to lose. They're actually going to lose this game. Oh my goodness. Something is getting thrown today. I don't know what it's going to be, but something is so getting thrown. Oh my goodness. Oh, Norway will head to the power play, trying to make it 3-0 against Canada. Oh. Oh, and you're telling me there's actually nothing wrong with this team. Oh. As Sidney Crosby goes to the box, Norway will head to the power play. They are currently 0 for 1. They didn't get barely any offensive zone possession, but they'll try it again here, trying to make it a 3-0 hockey game. Oh, I wish I had the worst part, and for those interested, I don't have a Norway jersey. And it was the one jersey that I was looking at that I was going to get. I was so close to getting it, and I didn't do it. And then it disappeared. And I regret it. Honestly, I regret it right now. I don't know. 6 minutes to go. It's not 9 minutes anymore. Still work in. Brantik Nygård now works in for Norway. Passes it over. Slides it around Martinson. To the point, Solberg works it across. Shot! Oh my goodness, Greaves able to make the stop there. Martinson passes it over. Over to Solberg. or Koblar rather. Solberg keeps it at the line. Martinson, first on it for the Norwegians, will pass it back. And the Norwegians now will set it up. Oh, shot and missed. Kicks up over the glass. I don't even know. Like, I don't know what to say anymore. It's just so funny to me. Like, it's actually so funny. Because, like, I don't know. Yeah, Norway. Oh, Canada's losing to Norway. Yeah, they are. For the second time at this tournament. The fact that Canada came back in that game against Norway in their preliminary round game, to me, was an absolute shock. Absolute shock. Oh my goodness, this is awful. It's actually so bad. Fires it up and down the length of the ice. Length of the ice it goes. Johannesson now for this Norwegian team will work up with it. Slides it on over to Westerheim. Back to Steen. Kept at the line there by Johannesson. Puck will be rimmed around. Over to Alstrom Salston. Steen. The puck. Steen takes it. Throws it back up to the point. Over to Krodal. That'll do it for the power play. Shot. Greaves able to make the save. Oh my gosh. This team is so bad. Oh, losing to Norway. Yup, you're telling me. If you're liking what you're seeing, please do smash the like button. Helps this stream out a ton. And subscribe for more Canadian meltdowns, because we're going to have to talk about this one. We're going to have to talk about this entire tournament for Canada in our final day recap video tonight. I said I wouldn't scream. But considering it's probably our last video until the Tuesday, I would say realistically we might be screaming tonight. So subscribe, hit the notification bell. I don't know what time we're going to release that video at tomorrow or tonight, but I'm at a loss for words. I don't know. It's the same issues. It's just the same issues. Like, I don't know. I don't know. 4:18 left to go in the second period. Norway leading 2-0 against Canada. In this bronze medal game, Norway looking to take home their first ever medal at a double IHF tournament. We'll see if they can get the job done today. Crosby kicks it over to DeMello. DeMello now will work back up ice over to Scheifele. Scheifele throws on the brakes, flings it around. Ronald with it now. Throws on the brakes, or rim it around the boards. Shots on goal so far in this second period, 6-6. Your shots. Celebrini now works in. Over the line. Celebrini shoots, kicks off a defender, and back up come the Norwegians. Is Ronald playing as a forward today? Is that the issue? Or am I just like completely losing my mind? He is playing as a forward today. I swear he was a defenseman. I think I'm losing my mind here. Oh my goodness. Canada marks back in one more time. 3 minutes left to go in the second period. Norway 23 minutes away from their first ever double IHF medal. At least Canada won gold in curling. We might have to take that one up next. Maybe we'll get some better luck there. But and I said this off the start. The fact that they're going to lose bronze, I don't mind that much. It's just the fact that you're getting embarrassed by a team like Norway, where, with all due respect to Norway, they've been a great team all tournament long. They've pulled off an upset almost against Canada. They've beaten a lot of very good teams here at this tournament. But the Canadian team, with their offensive capability, should be able to at least get a goal. They shouldn't be giving away chances like they are. There's just so much that's wrong. But anyway, Crowdall gets dug into as he's sitting on the puck. Over to Wotherspoon, takes it. Over to Thomas. Thomas throws on the brakes. Fires it back down. Oh, that's a tremendous comment. The curling one. On the fly, you're home for international curling. We could do that. You never know. Yeah. Move it forward to Wotherspoon. Throws on the brakes and we'll start to shift it back up ice now. Passes it forward, tries to dump it back, can't. Puck gets flung the length of the ice. No icing though, Matejchuk. Move it along for Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon kicks it off the boards to Scheifele. Kovlar there in pursuit. Gets muscled off the puck there. Oh, and a nice reverse hit there by Michael Bransick-Nygård. Solberg moves it forward over to Kovlar. Passes it over to Martinson. Over to Michael Bransick-Nygård. Solberg shot. Kovlar, a nice stop there. Or a nice save there by Greaves. Kovlar in pursuit. Kovlar stops up. Waits. Tries to feed it across. Trying to hit Ronilde on the backside. Throws it forward. That puck will go the length of the ice here. Even I show more will to work at a dead-end job for $2K a month than these guys. Fair. It's just, it's so sad. Like, it's not even like it's, like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know. It's so weird. So weird. Like, don't get me wrong. The Canadian team isn't out of this game yet. The Norwegians have played very well to this point. They've earned their win, and I want to make sure that's well known. And Crosby shot. Good stop there. I do want to make sure it is well known that I don't want to take away from the Norwegians. I know when we get down on Canada, it tends to sound a little bit like we're trying to take away from certain teams. This Norwegian team has absolutely earned their victory. And I don't want to make it sound like they didn't. They have played tremendous today. But Canada, this game is just so frustrating to watch. Because it's just the same issues. It's the same issues time after time. A reminder, we'll be live for Switzerland and Finland coming up in the gold medal game in a little over 3 hours time, I guess, because we're going live at 2:10 p.m. Eastern time. That is 8:10 p.m. Central European, and 9:10 works in. Nurse shot! Misses wide of the net. Misses wide of the net, but we'll see how it goes. I do hope I can keep my voice for the duration of that game and into our day recap video, which will also be coming out later tonight. But that'll do it for our second period action. We are into our second intermission report where, typically we talk about the game that's upcoming. I think this might be a question and answer segment if I've ever seen one. Canada losing again. Surprised, not really, but I don't know. I'm trying to find the right words to describe this because as I said, I don't mind the loss. The loss I'm not concerned about. It's about the lack of effort in these games that really bugs me. We talked about it 2 years ago on our Men's World Championship. This was back before. No, this was still when we had graphics, but we talked a lot about the Y factor. And I mean, to be fair, history has repeated itself quite a bit over the last few years for Canada. And it makes me think quite a bit about that news section we had, because as you know, for our day recaps, I like to do the news section where we like to kind of just talk about whatever we want. The news section for Canada after that bronze medal loss was called the Y factor. And it was a question, it was a challenge, it was an inquiry as to what to expect going forward at this tournament. And obviously, look, and I get it, the World Championship's not exactly Canada's best event. They don't necessarily send their best team always. They typically have some pretty good team, but not exactly their best tournament that they put their players forth. Typically, that used to be the World Juniors. Not anymore. And so, the reason why I asked that back in 2024 was I wanted to know what was next for Canada. Whether they were going to respond well to this adversity, losing to the Swedes for bronze, a Swedish team that year, I might add, that they should have absolutely beat. They also should have beat the Swiss team that year, which the Swiss, en route to come to second place, they lost to the Czechs in that gold medal game. I would say that you think about all the potential games that Canada's played at this tournament, for them to play back-to-back stinkers in. They haven't had that great of a tournament either, but the fact that you go Finland, where you make some pretty awful mistakes, then into today's game against Norway, where you are a favorite against Norway, but you know it's going to be a tough game. They have a very good goaltender on the other side. They play very good structured defensive hockey. They're a very solid team. And it's just getting to that point now where I don't know what to say, because we're going to have to do a new section again for Canada today. And the urge to put the Y factor in there is absolutely there, because I don't know what their Y factor is. Why are they here? Why are you doing what you do? Where's the care? And I would just say that you need to find your why, because, and as I said at the start, I don't mind that they're losing this bronze medal game. I want to make sure that's well known. I care more about the fact that they are playing like they don't care about this bronze medal game. And for me, that's an issue. And you can't have that as a team from Canada, a lack of care when you're playing in a must-win or even a medal round game. Like, there is zero care on this team. And you need that to change. And don't get me wrong, we're about to go into this third period, right? And Canada's probably going to come back. We've seen them do it enough at this tournament to know that that's what's going to happen. Donskov is going to go in there and absolutely rattle these guys. But at some point, rattling doesn't do enough, because Canada hasn't really played a full 3 periods yet at this tournament. I'd say their game against the U.S. was okay. They played well against that U.S. team, but not good enough. Not good enough against the Finns. A lot of mistakes made. Simply not good enough against Norway today. And I don't get how there is just no urgency at this point in the game. like, a Canadian team should be one of the best teams on paper coming into these tournaments. And they were. They were probably our third best team on paper coming into this tournament. The Finns and the Swiss were better since the very start of the tournament. I know a lot of people that were high on Canada this year. The Finns and the Swiss were better teams. On paper. On paper, at least. Gameplay, a little different. But Canada struggles early on at this tournament. They win all their games, which, I mean, as they should. They nearly blow it against Norway. They have a struggle against Denmark. I mean, the thing about that Denmark game, we were live for that game too. That one was like, oh, here we go. Are we going to have an issue there? But I just don't know. Because I'm at the point now where it's like, what is there left to say? Canada has shown time after time at these tournaments that they don't have a why. There's no why factor. They don't want to do it. Like, they come overseas to play in this tournament and they don't even play. Like, what do you mean? How does that even work? Like, Dickinson today throws 2 pucks right onto Norwegian sticks like he's not even trying. And I can appreciate that he was a cut for most of this tournament, but still, you think in your one opportunity to try and impress the Canadian team, you'd try, and he doesn't. And so, I just think you look at teams like Norway. You look at teams like Latvia. You look at teams like Finland. You look at teams like Switzerland. You look at teams who play together and the difference it makes. Not teams playing for individuals, teams for playing as a team. And there's a big difference there. The Canadian team wants to play an all-star game? Fine. Don't come. Don't bother. But it's the same old issues, right? Like, I wish I could say that there was one thing that changed. One thing that changed from the World Juniors, changed from the women's under 18s, one thing that changed from the Olympic Games, one thing that changed from the men's under 18s, the one thing that changed now. I don't think there has been. I honestly don't think there has been. In fact, I think that attitude and that effort has just gotten worse. Like, I honestly do. Like, I don't see how anyone can look at this Canadian team at this tournament and say, yeah, that's a Canadian team. Because they have no heart, no care, nothing. They're terrible. They're pathetic. They're embarrassing. They're awful. And so, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what they're going to do next. I don't know what is next. I don't know what they're going to end up doing. It has been a very long time. It's been a very long time since Canada went on an extended run without a gold medal. Since before I was born. Outside of like a week during COVID, that was pretty much the only stretch. So I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't understand how a team can come over for a tournament as big as the World Championships and just not care. Like, it's terrible. It's just pathetic. Like, it's genuinely pathetic. So I don't know. I don't know. If you are enjoying, please hit the like button. It would be really much appreciated. I know there's probably a lot of people watching now. Canada currently trailing 2-0 after 2 periods of play here in the bronze medal game of the World Championships. This has been a very disappointing tournament so far for the Canadians. If you have questions you'd like to see answered, we can talk about those. I'm not sure how much time we have left now because I feel, for those wondering, that extended run without a Canadian goal was January 4th, 1989 to January 4th, 1990. Thanks, Nick. I don't know. I don't know. Because at some point, it's very difficult to care about a team who doesn't care. And we're going to get to see a great matchup later today. Switzerland taking on the Finns. Will be live for this game as well. It'll be a great game. And I'm very excited. But you talk about two teams who care. You talk about two teams who care. Finland and the Swiss care. But I just don't know. I just don't know. If something were to change, if they're going to come out and play a strong couple periods, I'd be fine with it. But oh my God, it's just mistake after mistake that's just so bad, and they're getting worse. I mean, the one goal today, Solberg shot from the point, I don't mind. That goal that's just a good shot on net with the screen in front, a well-executed play. The goaltending one cannot happen. And that's the second time now we've seen Greaves have a struggle early on in a game. That is such a momentum killer. And so I don't know. I'm not sure what's next. But I just hope they figure this thing out. And I mean, the truth is, it's a 2-goal lead. Canada's come back from multiple 2-goal leads. They've scored 5 goals in a period against the Danes. I think it's going to be a fine end of this game. I think Canada's going to come out a little bit hot. But anyway, hope you guys are enjoying this. That was fun. One more period of Canadian international hockey for this year, and then we get a break from them until the next tournament, August, I guess, for Holinka. Or I guess summer showcases down there too, although that's not really a tournament. Yeah, then Holinka, which will be whatever. I'm not sure if we'll do coverage for Holinka this year. We might. I know a lot of people are interested in that tournament, and so it might be a good tournament to cover. I know not a lot of people do, so might give it a little bit of coverage before we start to prepare for the big one coming up in November, the Women's World Championship, which will conclude the 2026 international hockey season. And then we'll shift into World Juniors, World Junior coverage. That'll be in home ice for Canada up in Edmonton. We might do a few more of these live streams for that. We'll see how it goes. World Juniors coverage as well. What's the next term after that? Women's under 18s, which they're still confirming the time. I'm not sure if that's been officially locked down yet. I've seen a few different numbers shared, or a few different dates shared, so we'll see what that ends up kind of shaping out to be for next year. They have actually moved it now. Okay, that's good. They've moved it to January 8th to 16th, and so we'll have a lot of coverage for that tournament. So stay tuned for that. Just arrived here. Welcome. The game today looks identical to Czechia and Norway game at the group stage. I'm not sure if it's Norway enforcing this or just Canada not motivated. I think it's a little bit of both. The goaltending for Norway has been very good today. It's been a big reason why they've been so successful. But at some point, if you're Canada, you need your offense to play offense, and they haven't done that. Why is there no Women's World Juniors? It's a good question. I'd say part of it has to do with the women's under 18s. A lot of it comes down to having enough teams really to kind of participate in it. You need enough teams to register. I think it is coming. I've been complaining about it for quite a few years. The Division 3 women's under 18s just got canceled. or that got canceled this year. And so I think you look at that until they get basically, I would say Division 3A, Division 3B, then you can start to introduce that Women's World Junior Tournament. I think that's coming very quickly, though. And especially with the rise of the PWHL, you're going to really hope to see some more of that, of those tournaments start to take shape. I'd say the World Juniors is one that I really enjoy because it's the perfect bridge between the U18s and the World Championships. And especially what would be on the women's side, to be a really good way to start to preview some of what's the future for the national program. And that's an issue, right? There's not a whole lot of that right now. And obviously we're starting to get to that point where the college programs are starting to catch up over in the U.S., but we don't, especially for a team like Canada where we haven't really seen any new additions, it'd be good. Boy, do I have a big question about Canada for your recap video. Yeah, we might spend trying to figure out how, like, this video likely will end up being about an hour, probably a little bit less, because I try and keep them all under 40 minutes. But I also appreciate that people kind of just skip to whatever they want. Just about back for third period action here between Norway and Canada. Norway trying to hold on here to their first ever. Same time, the Women's World Juniors wouldn't be very much fun since in women's hockey, it's pretty much only the U.S. and Canada. Not necessarily. The women's under-18s has been extremely competitive over these last few years. I know Canada and the U.S. was the final for this past tournament. There's been a lot of shakeup there. Shot, misses wide of the net. We're back underway for third period action here between Norway and Canada. We will see whether or not my head stays on for this game or if something gets thrown. We'll see how it goes. Canada backjacking didn't look great in the first seconds. Nope. No, it didn't. Do you think Canada's any hope left? Nope. No, I do not. Don't get me wrong. They're going to push a little bit here. And if they can get a goal, maybe. But no. No, I don't. But we'll see. We'll see how the rest of this game shakes out to be. Puck shot down. Nurse takes it. Fire it forward. Puck goes length of the ice for icing. And that'll come right back in to the Canadian end. Darnell Nurse with the icing there. And as much as, yes, Canada's missing a player like Evan Bouchard, especially on the power play, there's just some things that can't happen in this sport, in this game. It's just a lack of why. Game prediction, Norway 3, Canada 1. It's fair. Nurse takes it, passes it forward, tries it Scheifele, but the puck will come up and out of play. A bit of a slow start to this one. 19:13 left to go in this third period. As we check in on our poll, currently leading with 412 votes registered. 62% of people say Norway will take it. Canada with 38%. If you have not already, be sure to go vote on that poll. As well, while you're at it, please do smash that like button and hit subscribe. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers here on YouTube. Puck shot in, blocked up high. Hurrah. Moves over, tries to throw it up front, gets broken up. Back up come the Norwegians now. We'll cycle it forward. Clock ticking away on Canada just like it was yesterday. A 2-goal lead against, or 2-goal deficit. Scheifele, nice move there to shake the defender, passes it over. Back to Scheifele. Oh, a nice move there by Scheifele. Gets tripped up and hooked. No call coming. Norway now will work back in the other way. Tries to feed it over. Shot to the front of the net. Blocked up top by the Canadians. Curls, drag, shoots. Good glove save there by Greaves. 18 minutes exactly left to go in this third period now. Yes, Norway is starting to win some faceoffs, which is good. Hi from Latvia. Hello from Canada. It's been a tough game so far for the Canadian team today. O'Reilly with it. Wins the puck back to DeMello. O'Reilly moves it forward. Solberg gets boarded in there by Cousins. Dangerous hit. Cousins up to Riley. Riley looking for a tip in front. Won't get one there. Martinson tries to chip it out, but DeMello with a nice pinch down low there. And Koblar works in. 2-on-1 emerging for Norway. Koblar shot. Oh, Brandon Nygård hit the post. He hit the post with the shot. And back up the other way comes Canada. Tries to cycle it across, but broken up there. A prime opportunity for the Norwegians. Thank you for subscribing. Great opportunity there. Dickinson works in. Passes it back to Celebrini. Celebrini curls, shoots. Shot again by White Cloud. Broken up. Good stop there. Back-to-back action we go. Feels like this might be the kind of what we're expecting here in this third period. Takes it. Moves it over to Celebrini. Passes over to White Cloud. White Cloud shoots through traffic. It's blocked. And back up come Norway. A breakaway emerging. Elsveen works in. Shot! Kicked away there by Greaves. Norway and Canada trading chances at both ends now. Holloway works in. Holloway fires it around. Oh my goodness, this game is crazy. It walks the line, and Norway will not get it. Pedersen fires it around. Over to Nurse, to Holloway. Passes it around over to Scheifele. Scheifele moves it up to Thomas. Thomas with it. Takes the puck, gets it back. Thomas tries to feed it out front. Won't be able to get it through. Thomas continues to hold on to the puck here. Tries to get it out to Scheifele in the slot. Gets broken up, though. Good defensive effort there from this Norwegian team. DeMello with it. Fire it around over to Nurse. (26-20) your shots on goal. Johnny, I apologize. I think you might be right if you're still here. Back to roller coaster mode now. We exchange his chances. Yep. 100%. Wotherspoon with it. Spins it back. Fires it forward up to O'Reilly. O'Reilly works in for the Canadians. Gets tied up there. Nice play by Cousins to keep it in Canadian possession. To Brown. Up to the point to Matejchuk looking for a shot from long distance. Unable to get it there. Olstby moves it forward. Over to Koblar. Koblar over to Brandon Nygård. Back over to Hurro. Martinson keeps it in. Over to Koblar. Loses the puck and it'll skirt out. Wotherspoon feeds it over to Brown. Oh my goodness. A chance there. Dickinson walks in for Canada now. Dickinson tries to throw to the front of the net. Minton unable to connect with it. Dickinson tries to feed it over. Minton knocks over the Norwegian defender as they bury in on him. Tied up down low in the corner. Martone passes it over. Oh, nice keep in there. Riley now with the shot. This is way wide of the net. And the puck will get chipped out into the neutral ice. 13:45 left to go in this third period. Norway trying to hold on and take home their first ever medal at a double IHF tournament. Finney gets knocked off the puck. At least Canada knows they aren't the worst team nation in North America. Yep. Not at this tournament, but at all the other ones they are. I don't drink much, but I haven't felt this intoxicated in 10 years. They're showing the Elsveen chance there who had the breakaway. Vesterheim now works in for Norway. Slides it around. White Cloud over to Nurse. White Cloud with the puck for Canada. Collects it behind his own net. Holloway works on in. Taken away there. Works back in now. Crosby with it. Stretch pass to Celebrini. Walks over the line. Shoots Holloway. Oh, and Nurse decides he's going to run the goaltender. That's going to be a penalty. They're actually gonna lose. This is actually gonna happen now. I just want to move my chair so I'm like off screen. I just don't know. I got no words anymore. Canada heading to the penalty kill. Norway will try and get up 3-0 in this one. Well, we all better start getting used to speaking Norwegian. Good Lord, this game has been terrible. Like, what is Darnell Nurse even thinking here? Oh, you said the bad word. I did not say it. I want that to be well known. I did not say the word. They also might get blank. I'm not saying that. Nope. As much as I would love for that to be wrong, I will not say it. No jinxes here. It's bad. Bad luck. Works it back. Moves it forward. Berglund tries to shift it up, and the puck will be shot the length of the ice down. 12:15 left to go in this third period. Minute 30 left to go on the Norwegian power play. Solberg with the puck. Shifts it forward. Solberg will fire it down and go and chase it. White Cloud tries to get to Wotherspoon. Oh, and kept in there. Shot. Rebound. Oh! Nearly goes in. That puck will be shot up and around the glass. Ho. 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 Nearly. Just a giveaway from Minton. Puts it right onto the stick. And they nearly have the rebound chance go in. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. So bad. So bad. What just happened there? They nearly shot it into their own net. Would have been bad. Michael Bransick-Newgård now works in. Dekes to defender. Dickinson shot. Oh, good glove save there by Greaves. Dickinson has had trouble playing defense so far at this tournament. He hasn't been able to keep pace at all. It's another. Oh, that nearly did go in too. Was that his own guy who shot it at him? Oh, it was too. Good grief. O'Reilly wins the face-off back. Puck will be collected and shot all the way down the ice. Turnover there. O'Reilly with it. No, loses it. Oh, back to Minton though. Ooh, dump it down deep. Vesterheim works in for Norway. Slides it across. 30 seconds left to go now. Steen works back to the point. Johannesson slides it over. Tries to get it down low. Holstrom-Salston with the puck. Got a guy in front. Shot. Oh, good save there by Greaves. Vesterheim with a nice opportunity there. Oh, and boarding there. Oh my God, this is going to be a 5-minute major too. Michael Branson-Nygård walks the line, shoots, and that'll be touched up. How has that not been touched up yet? What? That's full strength. Canada will be going, or Norway will be going back to the power play here in a second. First power play's done though. Canada going right back to the power, or Norway going right back to the power play. Another one. And another one. It's a dangerous hit. That should be a 5-minute major. That should be a 5-minute major. But it's fine. It's not. So be it. I'm not complaining. Shot from long distance. Rebound. Shot. Good glove save there by Greaves. Currently in our poll, 65% of people say Norway will pull through with the victory, 35% for the Canadians. Koblar, scrambled draw. Canadians will pick it up. Connor Brown will take it and shoot it down the length of the ice. I got nothing. I just don't know anymore. 10 minutes on the clock. Koblar works in. Passes it forward. Oh, what a chance. How did that stay out? Norway with two great looks. Two players coming straight in Greaves. The only reason why this team is still in this game. Wow. I don't know how that doesn't go in. Oh, this Canadian team is so bad. They're actually so bad. It's incredible. It's actually incredible. Still move up now. Comes out. Celebrini goes to chase it down, but will not get there. Canadians still short-handed. So that puck will be flung around the boards. Kept in. Works it over. Passes it down low. Vesterheim. Works back up. Shot. Where's the rebound? Kicked around to the corner. And that'll do it for the Norwegian power play. Canada kills off another one. 8:30 left to go now in this third period. We'll see if Canada can stay out of the box and try and at least play in this game. Clock slowly but surely ticking away. As far as your expected goals, 3.03 for Canada, 2.28 for Norway. Disappointing one for the Canadians so far. Have not been able to figure out the goaltending. Oakland has been good for this Norwegian team as Crosby will send it up and around. Down to Thomas. Thomas passes it over to Scheifele. Scheifele to Thomas. Crosby with it over to Riley. Riley from distance. Crosby with it now. Gets hooked. Over to Matejchuk. Over to Riley. Riley cross ice to Riley to Crosby. Back to Matejchuk. Shot from long distance. Looking for some tips in front. And Thomas gives the goaltender a little slash. Castasul does not respond kindly to that. And we'll head to another power break. 7:25 left to go now in this period. Canada running out of time here. We still have not called an overtime game here at the Men's World Championships. Be nice to see that one be today in the bronze medal. Wouldn't mind the gold medal as well. That'd be cool. Ole, ole, ole. Yep. That's for sure. Oh, why does this Canadian team have to suck so bad year after year? Like, I just want one gold medal that we can be live for. I just want to have one more live stream. For those wondering, and part of the fun of it is, for those who know our gold medal Let's Go intro, that was the last time we were live for a Canadian gold medal game. And so that's why we have our intro like that. That was the 2023 World Juniors. And we haven't been live for a game that Canada won gold in since. It's not great. It's not great at all. So we'll see. We'll see whether or not the Canadians can find an answer here. Bronze medal. Let's go. Maybe we do that one. That'd be funny. Bronze medal. But yes, so we'll wait another year without one of those. Thomas. Wallstrom Salston on the face-off dot. Face-off won by the Canadians. We'll take it and fire it around over to Thomas. Thomas gets tied up. Puck will come out. Steen unable to get it out though. Scheifele with it. Scheifele gets tripped up. That will be a penalty. Canada will head to the power play here. With 7. No you don't. No you don't. No you don't. Oh my gosh. They nearly just put it into the empty net when they had the delayed penalty. Dickinson over to Thomas. Shot misses wide of the net. Why is Dickinson out there right now? Oh, nearly. That would have been hilarious. That would have been hilarious. Delayed penalty still upcoming. Canada will head to the power play. Celebrini shot from long distance. Rebound! Put his hand on the puck. And the Canadians are calling for another one. But they will head to the power play, where Canada will look to bring themselves back within a goal. Tripping call upcoming. Canada's the biggest choke team in international hockey, and this at all levels. Yep. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. I honestly thought Canada pulled the goalie. Of course, we have a penalty. Yeah, no. Oh, that should have been a penalty on Solberg, too, for putting his hand on the puck. Was that in the crease as well? Oh, that would have been interesting. We head here to the power play. Canada looking to try and bring themselves back within a goal. Velarde. 6:26 left to go now in this period. To Crosby. Crosby with it. Moves it up. Over to Scheifele. Scheifele back to Riley. Riley over to Celebrini. Celebrini works in. Throws on the brakes. Celebrini turns the corner. Loses the puck. Throws it back over to Riley. Riley with the puck to Scheifele. Scheifele walks in, shoots. Looking for the rebound. Crosby gets tied up and the puck gets cleared out. Six minutes left to go now in this third period. Riley shifts it up now to Velarde, over to Scheifele. Scheifele, nice pass there to Celebrini. Celebrini down to Crosby. Crosby with the puck. Throws it back to the point to Riley. Riley with the puck. Over to Celebrini. Whiffs on it. Celebrini throws it over to the point. Shot! Oh, Scheifele, a nice opportunity there. Will not go, though. Celebrini drops it back to Riley. Riley over to Scheifele. Scheifele back over to the point to Riley. Riley back to Scheifele. Scheifele back to Riley. Over to Celebrini. Shot. Good save there. Oakland with a nice one. Oh, this team is gonna kill me. If you do like what you're watching, please hit the like button so we can have more people watch us lose our minds on this stream. And we put out the second unit now. Ryan O'Reilly in the face-off dot against Ostrom Salston. Face-off won by the Canadians. Matejchuk over to Holloway to O'Reilly. O'Reilly gets tied up there, cross-checked into the post. Throws it over. Holloway, shot. Oh, and a beautifully blocked shot there. Back over to Tavares. Tavares gives it off to Holloway. 5 minutes left to go. Holloway tries to throw it to the front. Rebound. Can't find it. And Norway will shoot it down the length of the ice. Tavares works in. Shot. Misses wide of the net. This power play. What the heck is O'Reilly doing? If they give it away, that'll do it for the power play. Bakke Olsen with the puck. 4:20 left to go. Shot. Oh. Celebrini stretch pass over to Martone. Martone with it now. Works in. Martone tries to feed it in front. Can't find it. 4 minutes now left in this one. Pass comes up. Riley able to play it out. And Steen works in. Steen gets taken down there. No call coming. Works it forward. And the Canadians will work it back up ice. Starting to look for Greaves to see if he'll go. Martone gets muscled into the boards. Passes it forward. Moves it up. Celebrini takes down his guy. Nurse with the puck. Will dump it back around the boards. Over to Crosby. Crosby over to Martone. Martone behind the net to Celebrini. Celebrini with it now. Takes it. Over to Nurse. Shot from long distance. Where's the puck? And he's able to hold on to it as someone goes diving on top of the goaltender there. So we'll head to a power break with 3:12 left to go. This is absurd. I hate how they do these commercial breaks. Like, please, keep it outside the 5-minute mark. That's all I request. Please. 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 Oh, my gosh. Canada's about to lose the bronze medal game to Norway. 2-0 currently your score. Clock slowly but surely ticking down. I would assume we'll see the goaltender Jack Greaves get pulled after this one. But oh my gosh, absolutely horrendous today. Currently in our poll, 525 votes registered, 68% say Norway will win, 32% for Canada. If you are new here, please do smash subscribe. Hit the like button. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers here on YouTube. We do a wide range of Iihf content, including this Men's World Championship, where we've got to see over the last few days Canada completely and utterly fall apart. Like they have all tournament long, or all international season long, because they haven't won anything. They haven't won the World Juniors. They haven't won the Olympics. They haven't won the men's and women's under 18s. They lost both of those. It's been a disappointing year, okay? It's been a disappointing year. We were live for the Sweden game, where they lost in the U18 quarterfinals. That was brutal. That was a tough game to watch. That was actually... Oh, and Canada will pull their goalie. Greaves on the bench. And here we go. About to kick it back into gear now. Here we go. 3:12 left to go in this third period. Norway leads 2-0 over Team Canada. The Canadians looking for a late push here. Face-off, scramble, draw. Dropped prematurely. Ryan O'Reilly now. Against Koblar. Goalie pulled for Canada. This linesman's not dropping the puck anytime soon. The puck cleared back out to the point. Riley with it. Takes it. Riley now. Sends it over to Celebrini. Celebrini saucers back to the point to Riley. To Scheifele's shot. Where's the puck? Into the corner it goes. 3 minutes now to play. Puck out to the corner. Chipped up, but Scheifele able to pounce on that. Moves it over. Thomas now with the puck. Thomas behind the net to Crosby. Crosby with it. Back up to the point. Slides to Celebrini. Shot from long distance. Looking for some traffic. Puck comes loose. Where's the rebound? Covered up there by Oakland. 2:38 left to go in this third period. Scary moments. I'll drop a $10 super chat if Canada comes back. You cut yourself a deal. Oh, Canada's actually about to lose. It's going to be so bad. Like, see, I look forward to this because people then try and figure out what the heck happened in these games because no one watches this tournament in Canada, and it drives me nuts about that. Because no one cares, and especially when they don't win gold. Like, that's the other big issue with it, but still, it drives me nuts. Thomas in the face-off dot. First one goes. Scramble draw. Castelstool with the puck for Norway will try and fling it around, but O'Reilly able to knock that one down. O'Reilly goes for goal. Can't quite get it there. O'Reilly now back at the point for Canada. Scheifele with the puck. Scheifele sends it down low to Thomas. Back over to Scheifele. Scheifele back to the point to Riley. Riley over to Celebrini's shot. Misses wide over the net, and that puck will come back into the Canadian end. 2:10 left to go in this third period. Norway standing on their bench, Canada sitting on theirs. If that's not telling, I don't know what is. 2 minutes now to play. Puck fired around. Crosby with it. Crosby to the slot. Scheifele's shot. Can't quite get it there. Celebrini with the puck. Will knife it over to Thomas. Thomas over to Riley. 1:45 left to go. Thomas with the puck. Slides it back to the point to Riley. Riley waits on the blue line to Crosby. Crosby waits. Goes for a spin around to Scheifele, to Thomas. Thomas shot. Tries to get it through with traffic. Gets broken up. Norway will look back up ice now. We'll just chip it forward. Celebrini back to get it for the Canadians, and he'll drop it back to Riley. 1:25 left to go. Clock ticking away on the Canadian team. Thomas now hands it off to Holloway. Holloway works in shot, looking for a rebound. Gets it. Thomas scores! Robert Thomas makes it 2-1, and this game gets a little bit interesting. 1:16 left to go in the third period. Is there enough time for a comeback? And here we go. This is what we like to see from the Canadians. A little bit of this thing. A little bit of heart. That's all we ask for. Robert Thomas shoots at top shelf. And all of a sudden, will the floodgates open here? Everyone breathe. Everybody breathe. Everybody breathe. We're not there yet. We're almost there. We're almost there, but we're not there yet. Here we go. Here we go. Timeout called by, I would assume, Team Norway. Potentially Team Canada to rest up their top guys. And if you're Canada, you just got to get it to the front of the net at this point. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter if you like your chance. Just please, for everything good, get it to the front of the net. Canada will call the timeout here. If you are new here and you are enjoying the content, please do smash the like button and subscribe. Hit the notification bell while we wait for what's about to happen here. A reminder, we'll be live for Finland and Switzerland in a little bit under 2.5 hours, so stay tuned there. We have quite a bit of content coming out later tonight as well, where we will be discussing our thoughts on this overall tournament, our final recap video coming out later tonight. We will have quite a bit to discuss. Scheifele lines up in the face-off dot, the top unit out for Canada here. Puck gets dumped into the Norwegian end. Question is at what point do you pull the goaltender? Canada with possession now. Celebrini coughs it up though. Scheifele, goaltender pulled, throws it forward to the net. Ryan O'Reilly throws it back out. Scramble! Puck cleared out though. Norway will hold on for at least a little bit longer as the puck gets fired in. And Morgan Rielly able to beat out the Norwegian forward for the icing call. 54 seconds left to go in this one. And it comes right down to the final whistle here. The Norwegians trying to figure it out now. O'Reilly lines up in the face-off dot against Bake Olsen. Face-off won by the Canadians again. It's been a storyline of this entire game. Thomas feeds it over to Scheifele. Scheifele over to Rielly. Rielly back to Scheifele. 44 on the clock. Scheifele works in. Mark Scheifele throws it behind the net. Sides it over to Crosby. Crosby to the point to Celebrini. Over to Rielly. Rielly down to Scheifele. Tries to shoot it. Good block shot there by Casastool. To Scheifele. Back to Rielly. Rielly to Celebrini. Feeds it forward. Puck comes out. Going for the empty net. Oh, and he misses the post. 22 seconds left to go. And Norway misses it by this much. A great opportunity there. As the Norwegians come oh so close to icing it. Ryan O'Reilly, one last face-off draw here. 22 seconds on the clock. Canada still with their goalie pulled. Oh, nervous moments. They're telling how much time to put on the clock here. O'Reilly against Bake Olsen, one of the most important face-offs of this entire game. 23 on the clock. Face-off, won by the Canadians. Scheifele with it. Tries to force feed it forward. Puck gets tied up along the corner. And Ryan O'Reilly with a nice play to get that puck back. Slides it over to Rielly. Shot from Celebrini with traffic. Where is it? To the front. Scores! Canada does it! They tie the game at 2! Robert Thomas for Canada! And we're going to overtime! Wow! Canada's done it! Let's go! Come on! They've done it! We got ourselves a game! Canada 2, Norway 2. 7 seconds left. Wow! What a game! Holy! And a scramble out front. Oh, wait a second. Is that going to be called for a hand pass into the net? No. Surely not. Surely not. Wait, hold up. Hand pass there. Oh, it hits off the post. The post saves it. And Thomas slides it in. Come on. Come on. Thank you very much for the super chat. Oh, and Canada. Oh, they're going to they challenging something? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Are they challenging something? No, they're not. Okay. Wow. What a game this has been. And we'll go to overtime. Wow. What a game. Third intermission action. Wow. 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 What a game. What a game this has been. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. Holy. I also have no idea if my mic blew out there, so I do apologize if I was screaming too loud, but wow. Isn't that a pass to the hand? As long as you're the one who plays it, it counts. As long as you don't hand pass it into the net, and as long as you touch it before it goes in, you're fine. It looked like in real time, though, that he just knocked it into the net, but he got it off the post and then hit it in off the rebound. For those wondering, I know we kind of do this quite a bit. We got some pretty shaky hands right now. Oh, come on, please. Please make this international year end on at least a good note. For the second time this tournament, Canada rallies back late and forces overtime against Team Norway. Wow. Wow. Insane. Absolutely insane. You were waiting for the pushback all game long, and it comes in the final 2 minutes. Canada scores twice. Robert Thomas, the hero for Canada to force overtime. And now we will go to everyone's favorite 3-on-3 overtime. Robert Thomas with 2 goals there in the final 2 minutes of play. And here we go. Overtime. Canada, Norway, coming up next. Wow, I am like incredibly nervous right now. Thanks for this live stream. My only question versus urgency all game. Yeah, no kidding. Absolutely no kidding. Here we go. About to get going for overtime here. I am absolutely pumped up on adrenaline right now. Come on. Wow. What a game. What a game this has been. What a tournament this has been. Remember back, we saw earlier in this tournament, Mark Scheifele, the game winner, scoring the hat trick against Team Norway. With the winner, we'll see who was... Oh, we actually got to do our prediction for this. Before it goes, our classic score for who I think will end up scoring the game-winning goal. For those who know, goes in the hat. We'll see whether or not we're right today. Here we go. Mark Scheifele wins the opening draw. Overtime period is 10 minutes, not 20 minutes. 10-minute overtime followed by shootout. Morgan Rielly with the puck. Drops it off. Rielly just holds with it now. Sends it up for Celebrini. Macklin Celebrini works in. Macklin Celebrini waits. Tries to throw over to Scheifele. Loses it. But Scheifele holds onto the puck all of a sudden. Sends it over to Celebrini. Macklin Celebrini gets worked over there. Tries to keep it in at the line. Can't. And Koblar, for the Norwegians, will pick up the puck and shoot it back into their own net. Or into their own end. Let's calm down here a little bit. Works it forward. Bakke Olsen with it. Moves it. Solberg with the puck. Gets the puck stick slashed out of his hands. Don't know if there'll be a call. Bakke Olsen with it. No call coming. Bakke Olsen continues to hold on to the puck here. 8:35 left to go in the period. Solberg walks over the line. Solberg shoots. Blocked out to the corner. Throws it out. Holloway goes for a race, but kept in there. Martinson with the puck. Over to Solberg. will bring it back into his own end. 8:20 now left to go in the overtime period. Solberg passes up. Martinson walks in with it. The captain for Norway, looking to give them their first ever medal at a double IHF tournament. Ryan O'Reilly now gets worked over, but will hold on to it. 8 minutes left to go in the overtime frame. Canada will work back up ice. Holloway with the puck. Holloway drops it off to O'Reilly. O'Reilly takes it, holds on to it, throws it back to Matejchuk, who will bring it back into the neutral zone. Ryan O'Reilly over to Denton Matejchuk. Matejchuk with the puck, will flip it back. Celebrini moves it up. Slides it over. Shot. Celebrini. Good kick save there. Or glove mask save there. $7:20 left to go. Michael Bransigny-Gord now will work in with it. And stretch pass here. 2-on-0 emerging. Tries to feed it up to Celebrini. That play might have been offside. Hurro drops it back. Celebrini gets knocked into the boards here. Numbers coming back up the other way for the Norwegians. 2-on-1 emerging. Koblar works in. Koblar tries to get it there. Lots of stick action, but no call there. Hurro passes it over to Koblar. Shifley takes away the puck. 2-on-1 coming back the other way. Mark Shifley with Macklin Celebrini. Tries to feed it over and misses the pass. A good opportunity there. That's a hold of the stick. 2-on-1 emerging for Norway. Coming back the other way. Steen with it. Steen shoots. Scores! Noah Steen for Norway gives them their first ever bronze medal at a double IHF event. And Canada's season, international season, gets ever so much worse. And that's going to do it. Norway takes home the medal, as they deserve. But wow. Overtime thriller. We talked about him off the intro. Noah Steen. Noah Steen. The player we talked so much about, and he wins it for Norway. Norway will take home the medal at this tournament, their first ever double IHF medal. And Noah Steen, after tying up with Celebrini, skates out with it. Darnell Nurse 2-on-1, and he snipes it home. Noah Steen, the hero in Norway, as Norway takes their first ever medal. Absolutely insane. You think about this tournament coming in. We were talking about it for Norway. Would they be going to relegation? Would they be a team that could make the quarterfinals? I don't think anyone expected them to go this far. Wow. Tremendous. Wow. That is cool to see. Oh, wow. Noah Steen for Norway gets them a medal. A reminder, we'll be live for Finland and Switzerland coming up in just a little bit time. Norway walks away with the victory today. 3-2 over Canada in overtime. Wow. What a final. Norway. Oh, so bad. Yourself a beer. Yourself a beer. Thanks for reporting greens from Switzerland. Thank you very much for watching along today with us. It's been a great tournament. And a big thank you to everyone for tuning in. Really has meant the world. This has been one of the worst international seasons for Hockey Canada in quite a few years. Men's side, men's worlds, they walk away with a 4th place finish, a 3rd place at the World Juniors, and they don't make the semifinals at the U18s. Olympics, they come 2nd. Women's side, all silver medals, but still, I mean, those were some pretty questionable silver medals. Wow. Truly something special in this tournament for Norway. A team that we talked very extensively about off the opening day. We said, you know what, there might be a chance for this team. They played a real tough game against the Slovaks, unfortunately fell out just short. A young, promising team who has just taken home their first ever Iihf medal. Oakland, the goaltender for Team Norway, has led them this entire way. He's been the biggest part for this team. And, I mean, wow. And as I said this at the very start of the day, I don't mind if Canada loses. I really don't mind if Canada loses this game. But I'm just glad to see we got ourselves a game here. Wow. Wow. Tremendous. What a tournament. For those wondering, from who we predicted, who did we predict? Mark Scheifele was our predicted player for today. Goes for not. If I would have taken 2, I would have went with Steen for Norway. Big players show up in big moments, and we saw that today. Norway takes down Canada 3-2 to secure the bronze medal. A big deal for them. So they will look ahead to see what ends up coming up next. Fourth place finish. Your player of the game for Canada, Robert Thomas. Oh, and our scoreboard's all out of whack. What the heck happened there? There we go. That's better. Hero for the Norwegians gets player of the game for them. So they were inspired. Yeah, it does have an very similar feeling to. It does have a very similar feel to that Latvia run from a few years back. Thank you very much for subscribing. But wow, what a game. What a game this has been. And Norway comes all the way back. Well, Canada comes all the way back in the final 2 minutes, ties the game. And I'm not going to have a voice. I'm actually not going to have a voice after this game. This is the issue with having one of the better games to start, is you start to lose your voice early and then it doesn't come back for the rest of it. But wow. Truly special. Well, Norway will win their first ever Iihf medal. Time to sing the Norwegian national anthem. You're absolutely right. Thank you for everyone for tuning in today. I really do appreciate it. A reminder, we'll be live for Finland and Switzerland coming up very shortly here. 2:20, I believe, start time for that game. We will be live 10 minutes prior to puck drop, so be sure to go tune in, hit the subscribe and notification bell so you are notified when we do eventually go live today. It has been a great one, Freddie. Yeah, it's all good. For those going to the neighborhood watch party for Switzerland, I hope to see everyone in our recap tonight or tomorrow for most people, especially on the European side. It has been a tremendous tournament for this Norwegian team. Noah Steen, the hero for Norway, ends up taking home the medal. Wow. Incredible. The Swiss are still my picks for later today. But, wow. What a game it's been. Absolutely incredible. Okay, I will let everyone get to the national anthem. A big thank you for tuning in today. It's been an absolute treat covering this tournament with Canada in it. Canada now is done. One more game left to go. Finland will take on Switzerland for gold coming up in about 2 hours' time, exactly 2 hours' time. We will be live here back on YouTube. Huge thank you to everyone for tuning in today. We've put together a pretty good record here as far as the numbers go. Look forward to seeing everyone for gold later this afternoon. Finland and Switzerland for what is going to be a tremendous end to this day after a crazy start. Canada rallies back at the end, but unfortunately just not enough. Norway takes home the bronze medal at this tournament, taking their first ever medal. And that will do it for today. If you made it this far in the live stream, thank you for watching. If you liked it, drop a like. If you really consider subscribing, tell all your friends that Norway has taken home a medal at the Men's World Championship. Until next time, see ya.